Primal Leadership, Realizing the Power of Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, Richard Boyatzis, and Annie McKee explores the transformative impact of emotional intelligence, EI, on effective leadership. The book posits that leadership is fundamentally about influencing emotions, and leaders' ability to manage their own emotions and those of others is critical for fostering high-performing, resilient teams. Emotional intelligence and leadership. The authors argue that the best leaders act as emotional guides, setting the tone for their teams by creating a positive and emotionally intelligent work environment. They define emotional intelligence as comprising 4 core components: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. These skills enable leaders to recognize their own emotions, control their reactions, empathize with others, and build meaningful relationships. The neuroscience of leadership. The book draws on neuroscience to explain the connection between leadership and emotions. When leaders exhibit emotionally intelligent behavior, they stimulate positive emotions in their teams, which enhances collaboration, creativity, and productivity. Conversely, emotionally tone-deaf leaders can create an atmosphere of fear or resentment, which stifles innovation and disengages employees. The authors describe this phenomenon as resonance versus dissonance. Resonant leaders, through their emotional attunement, establish harmony within teams, while dissonant leaders disrupt it. The book emphasizes that resonance is not just a feel-good concept, but a critical factor in driving organizational success. Leadership styles and emotional intelligence. The authors outline 6 leadership styles, each rooted in emotional intelligence, and discuss their appropriate applications. 1. Visionary style, focused on articulating a clear, inspiring vision. This style works best when organizations need change or direction. It aligns the team's emotions with a shared purpose. 2. Coaching style. By focusing on individual development and long-term goals, this style builds trust and loyalty, fostering employee growth and engagement. 3. Affiliative style. Prioritizing harmony and emotional bonds. This approach is ideal for mending broken teams or creating a collaborative culture. 4. Democratic style. Involving team members in decision-making. This style builds commitment and consensus, especially during uncertain times. 5. Pacesetting style. Setting high-performance standards. This style can drive excellence but risks burnout if overused. 6. Commanding style, often associated with top-down management. This style is effective in crises, but should be used sparingly to avoid alienating team members. While no single style is universally applicable, emotionally intelligent leaders adapt their approach based on situational needs, striking a balance between resonance and results. Developing emotional intelligence. The book emphasizes that emotional intelligence is not an innate trait, but a skill that can be cultivated through practice and self-awareness. Leaders must begin with a deep understanding of their emotional triggers and how these affect their behavior. This requires regular self-reflection and feedback from peers, mentors, or coaches. One of the most impactful methods for developing EI is the process of self-directed learning, which involves identifying personal goals, creating an action plan, and continually refining emotional and interpersonal skills. Leaders are encouraged to approach development as an ongoing journey rather than a finite task. The role of empathy. Empathy, a cornerstone of emotional intelligence, is highlighted as a critical leadership trait. Empathetic leaders are better equipped to understand their team members' perspectives, build trust, and navigate complex interpersonal dynamics. This not only strengthens team cohesion, but also enhances customer relationships, making empathy a key driver of business success. Building resonant teams. The book delves into how emotionally intelligent leaders can create resonant teams. Leaders who inspire positivity and shared purpose foster a sense of belonging and commitment among team members. This, in turn, leads to improved performance, innovation, and adaptability. The authors caution against neglecting team dynamics, as unresolved conflicts or misaligned goals can disrupt harmony and impede progress. The dark side of leadership. The authors also address the dangers of dissonance, where leaders fail to connect emotionally with their teams. Dissonant leaders may display toxic behaviors such as micromanagement, insensitivity, or a lack of transparency. These behaviors erode trust and morale, often leading to high turnover rates and diminished organizational effectiveness. The importance of organizational culture. Primal leadership extends the discussion of emotional intelligence to the broader organizational context. Leaders play a pivotal role in shaping company culture, and emotionally intelligent leadership practices can create a culture of innovation, resilience, and inclusivity. The authors argue that cultivating such a culture is a strategic imperative for organizations aiming to thrive in a competitive and rapidly changing environment. The impact of emotional intelligence on business outcomes. The book provides compelling evidence of the correlation between emotional intelligence and business success. Organizations led by resonant leaders consistently outperform their competitors in metrics such as employee engagement, customer satisfaction, and profitability. Emotional intelligence not only enhances individual leadership effectiveness, but also drives organizational excellence. Conclusion. In Primal Leadership, Goleman, Boyatzis, and McKee make a compelling case for the centrality of emotional intelligence in leadership. They emphasize that leaders are the emotional architects of their organizations, and their ability to manage emotions effectively can create a ripple effect, transforming team dynamics and driving business success. By mastering emotional intelligence, leaders can inspire resonance, foster collaboration, and lead their organizations towards sustained growth and innovation. The book serves as a practical guide for leaders at all levels, offering actionable insights into how emotional intelligence can be developed and applied. It underscores that leadership is not just about vision or strategy, but also about the ability to connect with others on a deeply emotional level, making it a must-read for anyone aspiring to lead with impact.